Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining. Please let me know where you're watching from. Please let me know where you're watching from and what do you do. I'm trying to get the YouTube link so I can send to go back out of your very soon. So while I'm doing that, tell me where you're watching from and what do you do. Where are you watching from and what do you do? Where are you watching from and what do you do? Where are you watching from and what do you do? Where are you watching from and what do you do? I'll move there. So while I'm doing that, let me know where you're watching me from and what you do. I'm almost there. Let me know what you do and where you're watching me from. What do you do and where are you watching me from? I believe you can see me clearly. You can hear my voice loud enough. Just one person is replying. This is expected to be a conversational class. If you're ready, you need to type. So I await your feedback. Where are you watching me from? I can see hi. Hi, user. Where are you watching me from? I'm waiting. I won't continue until I get your feedback, so I'm waiting. I'm waiting for your feedback. Simply tell me what you do. If you're an entrepreneur, a teacher, a student, a pilot, a sailor, let me know what you do, a pastor, and where you're watching me from. Okay, Kenya, I do business. Thank you, Jane. I am a student. Leonard, well done. I'm watching from Eldoret, okay, from Tanzania, but currently in Kenya. I'm watching from Keriko, okay, Nairobi. Very well. I appreciate your feedback. I believe you can see my face. I believe you can see my slide and you can hear me. So hi there. Let me ask you a quick question. What if your voice can open doors for you? What if you get paid more money, not because of what you studied, but because of how you sound when you speak? What if you could land your dream job or impress clients instantly just by speaking fluent and clear English without even submitting your CV? This is not a fantasy, it is a reality that thousands of my students across Africa are living right now, and you can also live such life. And in this short session tonight, I am going to show you the exact 3-step formula. And in this short class, I'm going to show you the exact 3-step formula that will help you speak English confidently clearly and beautifully, no matter your background, no matter your accent. Quickly, I need you to get a pen, get a book, and water, because what I'm about to share with you could truly change your life for better. Let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Olubukola R.B. Agbalaya. I am popularly called the Diction Queen. A few years ago, I used to speak English so fast and I mumble a lot. I constantly repeated myself, and people often said, "Please come again. Sorry, I can't hear you. Please come again." That significantly affected my confidence, especially when I spoke in public. Those days, I used to keep quiet a lot in public because I do not want to disgrace myself again. But I discovered something powerful. I realized that diction isn't about faking an accent. Rather, it's about mastering pronunciation, articulation, and rhythm. Articulation has to do with sounds. Pronunciation has to do with words. Rhythm has to do with sentences. You realize that in any language, you must be able to understand the sound of that language first, put it together to pronounce the words in that language properly, and then use the right rhythm to put those words together so that your sentences flow better. And that is what diction is. Now, the moment I fixed that, my confidence, my communication changed completely. Now I do not just speak better. I have helped over 20,000 people in Africa speak better. And that is what I am going to do for you this evening. In my academy right now, I have over 2,000 students who I am proud and confident about. As you can see on the screen, I have a screenshot of what we have at the moment in the academy. Now, I realize that some of you might have previously undergone diction training programs, yet you have not experienced the desired improvement in your speech. And of course, I can attribute that to the fact that you have not followed the proven formula. Right now, I would show you what that formula is. That formula is what I call Dick Clear. If you're on YouTube or Zoom, I'd love you to type Dick Clear in the chat. If you're still watching, if you're still here with me, type Dick Clear in the chat. DIC dash CLEAR, Dick Clear. Now, each letter in this formula has its meaning. Each meaning has 3 steps. Interestingly, you cannot find this formula on Google or on any AI because it is my formula. I propounded this formula myself. I propounded it through years of learning, years of practicing, years of helping others. Dick Clear. Now, let's begin with the first part of the formula, which is the D. The D stands for Diction Fundamentals. Diction Fundamentals. Take note of the word fundamental. I did not pronounce it as fundamental. A lot of times, words ending in suffix al are often pronounced as al in Africa. No, that is wrong diction. when we have a word that ends with suffix al. What is suffix al in the first place? Take this word, fundament. If I add a and l to it, the word becomes fundamental. An average person will pronounce the word as fundamental, which of course is wrong. The right way to pronounce it is fundamental. The letter A in the word is expected to be silent. There are two A's. I meant the A before the L, the A in the suffix. Another example will be the word occasion. If you add AL to occasion, it becomes occasional, not occasional. Another example will be the word national. If you have the word nation and then you add AL to it, we should not say national, say national, classical, hospital, etc. So when we add suffix al to a word, the letter A is expected to, the letter A in the suffix is expected to be silent. If you're still with me, give me examples of words ending with suffix al in the chat. Quickly, let's practice. Quick. Give me examples of words ending in suffix al so we can practice together. Yes, traditional. Good. Traditional. So it is not traditional. It is traditional. Okay. Then we have practical. It is Apologies, it was my network. I am back now. So again, we're learning the first letter in my formula, Dick Clear. The first letter is letter D, and it stands for Diction Fundamental. And I mentioned that Diction Fundamental serve as the building blocks for clear and effective communication. You not learning Diction Fundamental and jumping to the next one means that you would have skipped your foundation to speaking better. And you know the saying, if the foundation is weak, then the whole building isn't safe. Which is why it is important to pay attention to Diction Fundamental. Now, on the Diction Fundamental, there are 3 steps. The first step is clear articulation. The second step is pronunciation rules. And the third step is connected speech pattern. So I'll start by taking each step one after the other. The first step, clear and precise articulation. For you to be able to pronounce words correctly, you must understand the sounds of the language. It is these sounds that you put together to help you pronounce the words. Take, for example, you want to pronounce the word M-A-T-H and M-A-S-S. Most people pronounce the word M-A-T-H as mass. They pronounce it the way they should have pronounced M-A-S-S. Some people would even say maths, like M-A-T. The right way to pronounce M-A-T-H is to ensure that the tip of your tongue is placed in between your teeth, this way. So instead of saying maths, you should say math. Math. Your tongue should be outside. It should be in between your teeth. And the word M-A-S-S is rightly pronounced mass. Now, if you consider these 2 words, you notice a small difference. And that, of course, completely change the meaning and even how people perceive you. If I say mass, the meaning is different. When I say math with my tongue outside, the meaning is different. Unlike if I'm pronouncing the word M-A-T-H as mass, no. Anytime we have T and H in a word, our tongue is expected to be in between our teeth. Let's take more words with TH. For example, the word B-A-T-H. An average person will pronounce the word as bats. Some people would even say bath as B-A-F-F. They say bath. That is wrong. Why? Because the TH in that word requires that you place your tongue in between your teeth, like this. Now, there are 2 TH sounds. We have the voiceless TH sound. This is the symbol of the voiceless TH sound. And the voiced TH sound. This is the symbol of the voiced TH sound. Now let's take each of these TH sounds one after the other. I'll start with the voiceless TH sound. It is called voiceless TH sound. It is written like this again. It looks like a mathematical symbol. Excuse me, small letter O, dash in the middle. How do you articulate it? Put your tongue in between your teeth, like this, and blow air. Now let's take word examples with the voiceless TH sound. We can have the word math, M-A-T-H, math. We can have the word bath. We can have the word anthem. We can have the word think. And let's practice these 4 words. Again, when you see TH, put your tongue in between your teeth. Math. Pay attention to my mouth and practice along. Do what I'm doing. Math. Bath. Anthem. Think. Something. Anything. Teeth. And so many other words like that. Most words with the voiceless TH sound, most Africans articulate them like the sound of letter T. For example, if an average African wants to pronounce the word think, such person will not put their tongue outside. They would just say think, pronouncing the TH like letter T. That is wrong. So henceforth, all those TH words that you pronounce like letter T, instead of pronouncing them like letter T, you want to start to pronounce them by putting your tongue in between your teeth and blowing air this way. So instead of saying think, you want to say think. Instead of saying anthem, you want to say anthem. Instead of saying bat, you want to say bath. Instead of saying math, you want to say math. I hope that is clear. If you understand the voiceless TH sound, let me know in the chat so we can move to the next TH sound. If you're clear with the explanation of the voiceless TH sound, let me know in the chat. Anyone? Okay, I would move to the voiceless TH sound. The voiceless TH sound is written like this. 6 to the left and a dash at the tip. To articulate it, the voiced TH sound, to articulate the voiced TH sound, put your tongue in between your teeth and make vibration. Make sure your vocal cord, this is your vocal cord, this part. Make sure this part vibrates. So the voiced TH sound is articulated the. Examples of words with the voiced TH sound can have the words bathe. You can have the word them, thee, and so many of the words, smoothie, mother, brother, etc. So the voiced TH sound, we hear it in words with T and H that people articulate like a D. For example, an average person will say bathe. No, they say them. It is not them, it is them. Put your tongue outside and say them. Bathe. The, it is not D, it's not the boy, it is the boy. Smoothie. Mother, not mother. Mother, the mother. So what is the difference between the voiced TH sound and the voiceless TH sound? The voiceless TH sound, it sounds like letter T. The voiced TH sound like letter D. The. What is the similarity between them? Your tongue must be outside when pronouncing them. Etc. So which is why MATH should not be pronounced as mass. Rather, you should pronounce it as math. It has the voiceless TH sound. Another example is pastor and pasta. Look at these two words. The first one, pasta. The letter A here makes a longer vowel sound. Ah, pass. The O and R here makes a sure sound. This is a sure sound. This is the sure sound. The sure sound is a weak, lazy sound. To articulate the sure sound properly, you want to make sure that you are not opening your mouth when you want to make the sound. Also, you want to just murmur this way. Uh, uh. It is not oo or ah. No, it is uh, 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 uh. If you look at me very well, you're going to feel a movement here. You will feel a movement on my vocal cord. Let me take it again. Can you see that movement here? Uh, 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 That is the sound. It is a weak sound. It is a lazy sound. It is a closed sound. Do not open your mouth. Now, when we have it in words, how do we pronounce it? It goes like this. Pasta, t, t. An average person will say pastor. Some people will say pasta. No. The O and the R at the end of that word makes a sure sound. So you should not open your mouth at the end of that word. Rather, you should just open it just a bit. Pastor, pastor. My pastor is sleeping. I am a pastor, not I am a pastor or I am a pastor. No. Now, how do you identify the sure in words? When we have words ending in O and R, or E and R, the O and the R, the E and the R make sure sounds. For example, if I have the word teacher, the word teacher ends with E and R. The E and R there makes the sure sound. So it will be wrong for me to say teacher. The right thing to say is teacher, teacher, teacher. Remember to practice along with me. When it comes to speaking better, the more you speak, the better you become. It is not just about listening, you need to do. Another example, we can have the word sailor. An average person will say sailor. This is wrong. It is not sailor. The O and the R at the end of that word make a sure sound. Sailor, sailor, teacher. Now in the chat, I'd like you to give me examples of words ending with ER and words ending with OR. I need 2 examples. Give me one example ending with E and R, another example ending with O and R, so we can practice the word ending with sures. Now, if you look at the word pasta and pasta, you realize that the last sound is different, and that alone makes the difference. That tiny difference in the vowel sound makes the word completely different from each other. So for us to pronounce our words correctly, we need to understand the sound of the language so that we don't just pronounce the words the way we hear every other person pronouncing it, or we just pronounce it the way we feel it's being pronounced. No. We are supposed to pronounce it clearly and correctly, the way it should be pronounced. Better. So it is not better. Better. Director, not director. Director. Poster. Poster, not poster. Preacher. Preacher, not preacher. Butcher. Butcher, not butcher. It's a C. Somebody said no sound. I guess you haven't joined with your mic. You need to join with your mic before you can hear me. Tutor, not tutor. Tutor. Decor. Decor, not decor. It's a C. Let's take one more example in our first step. We have bird and bed. An average person will pronounce these two words the same way. You hear them say bed, bed. No. When you have letter R after a vowel letter in the middle of a word, the vowel letter changes. For example, if I have the word B-I-D, the word will be pronounced bed. The letter I there will sound A. But if I add letter R to the letter I, because of the R added to the I will start to make the sound bird. The sound will become longer, and sometimes it changes the sound totally. Bird, not bed. Bird. It makes this sound. The sound is written as number 3, 2 dots. How do you articulate that sound? To articulate the sound, you need to ensure that your jaw goes down, your lip should be in a relaxed position, and your lips should be opened a bit. We have bird. Another example is the word girl. So it is not girl, it is girl. Another example will be the word mirth, dirty, sir, etc. So when we have I and R in the middle of a word, do not pronounce it as again. It is not se or sa. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. No. It is good morning, sir. Sir. It is not, it is dirty. It is not dirty. Dirty. It is dirty. It is not girl. I and R does not sound it sounds girl, mirth, dirty, sir, it's a C. Now you realize that the difference between how the word should be pronounced and how we pronounce the word is just a bit, just tiny differences. But of course, these tiny differences are important to help us sound better when we converse or communicate with others. So how do you identify these differences in words? It is by learning the IPA. In English language, there is something called IPA. When we were in nursery classes in preschool, when we're starting to learn English, we were taught the letters of English, A, B, C, D to Z. These letters do not help us when we speak English. They only help us when we spell English or when we write English. When it comes to speaking English, these letters won't help. What will help is what we call the IPA. IPA means International Phonetic Alphabet. International Phonetic Alphabet. The International Phonetic Alphabet contains 44 sounds. Out of these 44 sounds, 24 are consonant sounds, while 20 are vowel sounds. When you add 24 consonant sounds and 20 vowel sounds, you get 44 sounds. Now, for you to be able to pronounce words correctly, you must master these sounds. How do you master it? By learning the sounds, by knowing how to articulate the sound, and by knowing how to identify the sounds in words. These would help improve your articulation. This would help you have clear articulation. Remember my first step, clear articulation. It is the sounds of the language that would help you get clear articulation. Now, let's move to the second step, which is pronunciation rules. There are some rules in English pronunciations that you must know. We have rules like silent letters, elision, vowel length, etc. But tonight we'll talk about one of them, which is silent letters. Now, many of us grew up saying some words the way we heard them, instead of truly pronouncing them correctly. Take the word comfortable, for example. A lot of people pronounce the word as comfortable. Some people pronounce it as comfortable. That is wrong. The right way to pronounce it is comfortable. 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 The O and the R in the word are silent. So we don't say comfort, we say comf. The R should be taken out. Comfortable. Let's say it together. Say comfortable. Let's try other words. Another word is camera. A lot of people pronounce this word as camera. Camera. I love your phone camera. It is not camera. It is camera. You should pronounce it like this. Camera. Camera, not camera. Another example is the word listen. A lot of people pronounce the word as listing. Some would even say listen. No. The letter T in the word is silent. The letter S in the word should not be pronounced as letter Z. It is letter S, as in snake. Listen, not listen. 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 Another example is the word, excuse me. Another example is the word cupboard. A lot of people pronounce the word as cupboard. The P in the word is silent. Please say cupboard. Cupboard, not cupboard. Cupboard. Now let's practice along. Say after me. Camera. Listen. Cupboard. Comfortable. All of these are differences in how we pronounce and how the word should be pronounced in the first place. And indeed, the small changes we gave create bigger differences. Now the third step, which is connected speech. Connected speech is where you learn to speak smoothly, join in your words naturally. You don't need to fake your accent. You don't need to talk through your nose. Just speak with Just speak like who you are. Be yourself. Connected speech allows you flow better. It lets you sound more natural, and it helps you express yourself easily. Now imagine you're able to master all of these. You're able to master articulation such that you can pronounce any English word correctly without diction queen or without the help of anyone. Just by seeing it, you know what to look out for and you can pronounce it. The same way you can now pronounce words like math, shirt, math, shirt. The same way you can now pronounce camera, etc. You can pronounce them correctly. It's the same way you can see any word and know what to look out for, know what to do when you have TH in the word, know what to do when you have letter R after any vowel letter, know what to do when you have it at the end of a word, or maybe when the word is silent, and many more. And imagine you can also say your sentences fluently. Let's take a few examples around sentences. Look at this phrase, for example. Father-in-law. A lot of people pronounce this as father-in-law. Number one, the word father has TH. So your tongue needs to be outside when saying it. Number two, the word ends with ER. Remember what I told you about words ending with ER and OR. The sound becomes weak. Father, not father. Don't open your mouth at the end of such word. Father. The second word is pronounced N. Letter I sounds A. N. Father, in law. Now, how do you read it as a sentence? In English sentences, the way we pronounce a word, when we see the word, when the word is standing alone, the way we pronounce it is different from how we would pronounce that word when it is in a sentence. For example, words ending in ER. If we have such word in a sentence, if the next word starts with a vowel, just like the word father, father ends in ER. The next word, in, start with a vowel. Start with vowel I, in. When you want to read these two words, you are expected to connect them. You're expected to link the R to the I. So when you want to read this sentence, the word would be like this, father-in. Can you see where the R is now? The R has moved to meet the I. So when you read them, father and in would come together and become one word instead of two words. So instead of saying father-in-law, my father-in-law is sleeping, I should say my father-in-law, father-in-law, fatherin, father-in-law. Have you ever watched a movie, maybe an American movie or a British movie, and it seems like in the middle of their sentence, you can hear what they're saying. It seems like they're saying a word that you've not heard before. That is because most of these words are not one. They have connected two, sometimes three, or even four words together to act as one. Father-in-law. Let's take another example. If I have the example, my mother and pastor are blah, 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 are praying. Let's use that. My mother and pastor are praying. Look at this sentence. Mother. Mother ends in ER. The next word after mother starts with a vowel. So what should you do? You should link them. So mother and. Instead of saying mother and, you say mother and sure, you put your tongue out because of the TH. And remember, when you're pronouncing the ER, do not open your mouth wide. Mother, mother. Then you link mother to and. Motherand. My motherand. Instead of my mother and. Now look at the next word, pastor. Pastor ends with OR. The next word starts with a vowel, so you need to link them again. So instead of saying pastor, you should say pastora, pastora. So pastor and come together to make one word. So if I want to read this sentence, it becomes, my mother and pastor are praying, instead of my mother and pastor are praying. My mother and pastor are praying. Is it making sense? If it's making sense, let me know in the chat. If this is making sense to you, if it is clear, let me know in the chat. If you have questions, let me know as well before I proceed. So now you imagine being able to master all these: articulation, pronunciation, and connected speech. You can articulate sounds correctly, you can pronounce words correctly, and you can say sentences naturally in just 6 weeks. Imagine that. Imagine you can do all that in just 6 weeks. Something that it's taking others lots of years, but you can do it in just 6 weeks. And that is what we do in the Diction Mastery Academy. I told you about my academy earlier. We have over 2,000 people in the academy at the moment. But don't just take my word for it. See what those in the academy are saying. This is from Peaceful. Peaceful is from Kenya. She said, the class has been an insightful one. What excites me most is how you carry everyone along in the practical session. You must know that the Diction Mastery Academy is a practical academy where you don't just listen to me, you talk. We give you opportunities to unmute yourself, speak, we listen to you, and we correct you. It is not an academy where you just listen to us talk. We listen to you talk. We tell you what you're doing wrongly, what you're doing rightly. We correct you immediately, and you do that immediately for transformation. The academy is not just where we teach you, it is where we change you for better. Peaceful said, your corrections are made with love, and I look forward to learning without being scared of making mistakes. It was 2 weeks in training when I emerged the best speaker in a debate competition. While practicing, I heard your voice in my head, pronouncing those words correctly. This is the training for anyone who wants to speak right. This is someone else. She said, thank you, Thank you so much, my able diction queen. You have done excellently noble in the concluded classes. I have reviewed all you taught us, and I am going a long way in my pronunciations with your help. At this point, I cannot afford to lose any of your classes for any reason. I am more than happy. God bless you, ma'am. Here is another person. She said, thank you, Coach Bukola Agbalaya, for all you do. Coach Bukola is doing tremendous work relentlessly in the service of educating those who want to be educated on speaking rights. Her videos are self-explanatory, easy to follow. All you need to do is follow her lead. The best thing I like in our training is she never leaves your hand until you become master. Great follow-up too, which is a good virtue of a great teacher. Right? There are lots of feedback here. Here is another feedback from someone else. She said, first of all, she said, it's loading. The image is loading. The image is, she said, good afternoon, Diction Queen. This is from someone from Nigeria. First of all, I want to sincerely appreciate you for imparting knowledge in me. I went somewhere today and suddenly I met someone I met one of my classmates. I met some of my classmates. They were surprised and amazed at how I was speaking fluently. So the academy is not just a place for you to learn. It is a place for you to get better, to change for good. There are lots of testimonials here, but I don't want to bore you, especially with the fact that it's not loading fast. Now, you'd agree with me that it's been time well spent. And the truth is, I couldn't possibly cover everything you need to know in this short class, even if we had all day. But I'm sure you have found these valuable so far. And the truth is, you are going to love what I have prepared for you in the Diction Mastery Academy. It's the 6 weeks step-by-step program that is designed to transform how you speak English permanently, not just for some time. At the Academy, we would help enhance your communication abilities to the point where you can start to command attention with your words. Would help skyrocket your confidence and would help elevate your professional image to new heights. In the Academy, we ensure personalized attention and we track the progress and transformative journey of each participant, making it a highly sought after opportunity. In the Academy, each participant submits the assignment Mondays to Fridays, anytime, any day. We listen to each person's assignment and we give feedback to each person's assignment. On Fridays and on Saturdays, we meet on Zoom, where we give you the opportunity to unmute your microphone and speak. We do a lot of practical sessions. We do role plays, we dramatize, we teach each other, we criticize each other with love, ensuring that you have transformed your speaking in 6 weeks. Now, here is what you would get. You would get access to our e-learning platform. You can learn on our e-learning platform any day, anytime, whether during the midnight, during the day, the afternoon, anytime at all, anytime that works for you. You get access to 55 practical training sessions. You get access to assignment every day for 6 weeks, Mondays to Saturdays. You get access to our Friday practical live sessions. On Fridays, we meet on Zoom where we practice together. You get access to our live question and answer sessions on Saturdays. You get access to our breakout sessions on Saturdays where you practice with every other person in the academy. In the academy, we have people from Canada, from the UK, from Nigeria, from Uganda, from Sierra Leone, Cameroon, Kenya, Ghana, just name it. Estonia. You'd also have access to the assignment group where we review and give feedback to each person's assignment. We don't do generalized feedback. We give each person his or her feedback. Plus, you get unlimited personal support from the Diction Queen. I am the Diction Queen, and of course, I am not the only instructor in the academy. We have other instructors from different parts of the world as well to help you learn to speak better. So I'm not the only one you will be learning from. Now, what this is all about, this isn't just a course. It is a transformation program that builds your confidence from the inside out. I told you how I lost my confidence because I speak fast and I mispronounce lots of words. Now, I have so much confidence that my coach would call me small but mighty. No matter how tall, how prestige, how honorable you are, I can speak to you with confidence. And that is what would help you do, so that you can speak to anyone, anywhere, at any time without fear. Now, how does the academy work? All you have to do is register for the academy. Then you log into your membership e-learning platform anytime, any day to learn. You watch each lesson, you complete your quiz, and on Fridays and on Saturdays, you jump on our Zoom sessions. Now, let's talk about how to join the academy. The academy costs $65. Laptop charger. That is about 11,000 Kenya shillings. Because you have attended this short class today, you don't even need 500 Kenya shillings. Instead, all you need to get into the academy right now, if you take action now, is 400 for 20 cities. Is 4,200 shillings. All you need to join the academy right now is 4,200 Kenya shillings. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This is what I need, but what if it doesn't work? I am so confident that this system would work for you that I'm going to take away all your risk. If you enroll in the academy and you don't see dramatic improvement in your speaking within the first 45 days, I would refund how much you have paid. Within 7 days of starting the academy, if you do not notice that your voice sounds better, within 21 days, if people do not start commenting on how well you speak, within 30 days, if you do not become that person that speaks fluently everywhere you go, I will refund your money. I will transfer how much you paid back to you. You would get the recording of this class. You can cut out this part so that you can use it as evidence if need be. Now, to make sure you get the fast results, I'm going to do something extraordinary for just 5 people tonight. In addition to the bonuses I've given, in addition to you getting your money back if you don't get results, I'll give you some bonuses. First, I'll give you 20 short pronunciation videos that would help you master tricky sounds so that you can start to speak with clarity and confidence. I sell these short pronunciation videos to charge them all for 1,700 shillings. You get it for free if you enroll tonight. You'd also get my vocabulary development PDF. This would help you expand your words such that you will stop being at a loss for words. Some of us, when we are speaking, it feels like you know what to say inside, but you don't have the right word for it. If you enroll in the academy tonight, you get this PDF that would help you to avoid that. And you get it for free. Instead of paying 550 Kenya shillings, you get it for free if you enroll tonight. You'd also get my training video on how to never be at a loss for words. This would help you master impromptu speaking. Some of us, if we were not told we would speak before, and they suddenly call us to speak, it feels like the ground should open and swallow us. Some of us can't share testimonies in church. Some of us, when they call us in church to come read announcements, it becomes a big problem. Or they call you to say the opening prayer, it becomes war. This video would help you. If you're enrolling in the academy tonight, you'll get this video for free. I sell this video for 1,800 Kenya shillings. But if you enroll in the academy tonight, you get it for free. You get my Know Your Silent Words ebook. This would help you to be able to identify silent letters. Remember, we learned about silent letters earlier. This would guide you on knowing how to know silent letter A, silent letter B, silent letter C, until silent letter Z. I sell this book for 519 Kenya shillings. But if you enroll in the academy tonight, you get this for absolutely free. Now, if all these can help transform your speech pattern, so you never have to repeat yourself again, would it be worth it? If all of these can help you speak with clarity and confidence that commands respect in any room, would it be worth it? If all of these can open doors to promotions, opportunities that have held back by your speech, would it be worth it? If you ask me, I say yes. If it is worth it, then you need to take action right now. You're getting bonuses worth a total of 23,714 Kenya shillings. Plus, you're getting a complete refund assurance. You're getting all of these, plus access to the academy. Remember how much the academy is. The academy is $65. That is about 11,000 shillings. But all you need right now is just 4,900 Kenya shillings. That is all you need to access all these things I have mentioned. Now, the first 5 people would get a special offer. This special offer is for just 5 people. So if you want to be one of the 5 people who would enjoy this massive discount right now, get your phones ready as I reveal the payment details. Once 5 people makes their payment, you will not get all the bonuses again. Plus, you will be paying more. If you do not want to pay more and you still want to get access to all my bonuses, plus, if you pay, you do what I ask you to do, and you don't get results, I would send back how much you have paid. I'm saying this with so much boldness because this system would work for you, except you love where you are. If you're tired of constantly being misheard, if you're tired of hiding where you're supposed to be speaking, if you're tired of keeping short where your mates are talking because of poor English, get ready to enjoy my massive discount right now. Are you ready to grab it? Remember, you get to pay less. You get all my bonuses. 123 Kenya shillings, you get it for free. You also get your money back if you do not get results. All you need right now is 2,999 Kenya shillings. That is a whopping 87% off. If you're ready to enroll right now to get my academy for 2,999 Kenya shillings, get all the bonuses I mentioned, get your money back if it doesn't work for you, make your payment right now into this account name, Dennis Kilonzo Kioki. It's right on the screen. Pay into the pay bill number 516600. The account number is 589-7854-001. And the bank name is Diamond Trust Bank. Once 5 people make a payment of 2,999 Kenyan shillings, the special offer is gone. You would have to get into the academy for 4,999 Kenyan shillings. If you're ready, the account number is right on the screen. Make your payment, send your receipt to any of the admins. Once we get 5 payments, the special offer is off the table. You will be paying more. Once we get 5 payments, you would have to pay 4,999 Kenya shillings. Excuse me. So if I were you, I'm going to save over 2,000 Kenya shillings, plus get access to all the bonuses, and of course, get my money back if it doesn't work. The account details will be sent to the group shortly. The account details is on the screen right now. You can take a screenshot of the account details. You can also request the account details in the group or send a message to any of the admins. Now you have 2 choices. It is either you do nothing, stay where you are, keep struggling with speaking, keep struggling with your confidence, keep missing opportunities, keep watching others get ahead because they can communicate better. Or you take action tonight, invest in yourself, transform your speaking forever. Join the ranks of confident communicators who get promoted, who close deals, who command respect, who have that confidence to speak to anyone, anywhere, at any time. Again, make your payment of 2,999 Kenya shillings to Dennis Kilonzo Kioki. The pay bill number is 516600. The account number is 589-7854-001. The bank name is Diamond Trust Bank. The special bonus of paying 2,000 999 naira is available to just 5 people. Once we get 5 payments, the payment goes back to 4,999 Kenya shillings. I have got 1 payment, so we have just 4 slots left. Once you pay, send your receipt to any of the admins, because once you get 5 payments, the fee goes back to 4,999 naira Kenya shillings. Plus, remember, you're getting access to all the bonuses I mentioned. And if the academy doesn't work for you, after doing everything I ask you to do, if you do not get results, I would refund how much you have paid. Now, look, I can't make this decision for you. Of course, I cannot do that. However, every day that you delay developing your speaking skill, you are losing money. Every opportunity you miss because you can't speak fluently and confidently, you are losing your future. It's not about now, it's about the future. So the question is not whether you can afford the payment. The question is, can you afford not to have this skill? Can you afford to always keeping quiet where you're supposed to talk? Can you afford of being scared when it is time to speak? Can you afford of losing opportunities, promotions, and getting those promotions and opportunities by someone that do not know more than you, but because they speak better than you? Sometimes it's not about what we know, it is about what we can showcase. Now, the truth is, this 2,999 naira Kenya shilling is less than what most people spend on a piece of shirt. But unlike a shirt that would tear away, this skill will pay you for the rest of your life. So what is it going to be? Are you going to be that person who takes action when opportunity knocks? Or are you going to be the person who wishes they had? All you need to do right now to access the academy and be a better version of yourself is to make a payment of 2,999 Kenya shillings to Dennis Kilonzo Kioki. The payee number is 516600. The account number is 589-785-4001. And the bank name is Diamond Trust Bank. But you have to choose quickly, because once 5 people claim these special discounts, the fee goes back to its normal price. That is 4,900 Kenya shilling. And of course, the fast action bonuses will be gone. You won't have access to my bonuses again. And I promise you, the regret of not enrolling in this class would hurt more than the investment. What are the bonuses again? You get access to my 20 short pronunciation videos. You get access to my vocabulary development PDF. You get access to my video on how to never be at a loss for words. You get access to my Know Your Silent Words ebook. You also get access to my ebook on English punctuation marks. Now, some of you might be asking, or you might be saying, I don't have the money right now. I understand, but let me ask you this. How much money have you already lost by not being able to speak confidently? The cost of not having this skill is way higher than the cost of getting it. Like they say, ignorance is more expensive. You might be asking, can I get this later? Yes, you can pay anytime and learn at your own pace. But if you don't take action now, you would end up paying more. Because once I get 5 people, the fee goes from 2,999 Kenya shillings to 4,900 Kenya shillings. So it is best for you to pay to register now. You might also say, I'm not sure if this would work for you. This is why I have given you a 45-day money back guarantee. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. The only way this would not work for you is if you don't follow what I ask you to do. If you do what I ask you to do, I assure you it would work for you. And if you do what I ask you to do, it doesn't work, I will refund your money. I will send back how much you paid. Some people might also say, I need to think about it. I respect that. But let me ask you, What is there to think about? You know you need this skill. You know the price is incredible, of course. You know you have a full money back guarantee. If it doesn't work, I'll refund your money. The only thing thinking will do is talk you out of changing your life. So if you really need this, then we are running out of time. Get into the academy right now. If you're still on the fence, let me leave you with this thought. Success is not about having perfect conditions. It is about taking action when opportunity presents itself. So, right now, opportunity is knocking. Are you going to answer? Answer by making your payment of 2,999 Kenya shillings to Dennis Kilonzo Kiyoki. The payee number is 516600. The account number is 589-785-4001. The bank name is Diamond Trust Bank. Time is not here. Once we get payment, the fee goes back to 4,999 naira. So this is your moment. Do not let it pass you by. Again, what are you getting for 2,999 naira if you're one of the first 5 people? You get access to the academy where you learn to speak better and get back your confidence. You learn Mondays to Saturdays for 6 weeks. You learn every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, for 6 weeks. Mondays to Fridays, you learn anytime that works for you. Whether you go to work or you go to school or you're a full housewife or you're a traveler, you can learn anytime that works for you on the e-learning platform. While on Saturdays and on Friday, we meet on Zoom to practice. The academy is not a place where you learn and learn. It is a place where you change for better. Imagine learning a particular thing Mondays to Fridays, Mondays to Saturdays for 6 weeks. And all you have to do is 2,999 Kenya shillings. How much is that every day? You're learning for 36 days. You're paying less than 85 Kenya shillings every day. Less than 85, just 85 Kenya shillings. Really? And you're here, you're not taking advantage? I laugh in Spanish, like they say. This is a cheat. This is you cheating me already. So if I were you, I would enroll right now with just 2,999 Kenya shillings. I'll pay into Dennis Kilonzo with the payee number 516600 with the account number 589-754-001 with the bank name Diamond Trust Bank. Once we get 5 payments, the special offer is gone for life. But if you enroll right now, you will not only pay less, you get access to all my bonuses. What are the bonuses again? You get access to 100 common grammatical errors and their corrections. You get access to how to earn more with your skill. You get access to how to never be at a loss for words. You get access to my ebook on Know Your Silent Words. You get access to 20 short pronunciation videos. You'd also get access to my vocabulary development PDF. You're getting all these for free. Plus, should you enroll in the academy, follow my lead, do everything I ask you to do, and you do not get results, I will refund how much you have paid. Like I said, you have proof. So you have nothing to lose at all. All you need to do is take action. This is like you keeping your money somewhere. And if what you want to do is not working, you go get it back. Same with this. Tonight, you can get access for just 2,999 Kenya shillings. Pay into Dennis Kilonzo Kiyoki with the paybill number 516600 with the account number 58978540001 and the bank name Diamond Trust Bank. Once you get 5 people, the fee goes back to 4,999 Kenya shillings. If you have questions, please ask. Of the academy or in the chart. The opportunity to enroll for 2,999 Kenya shillings is still off the table. Kenya shillings. If you have questions, apologies, I am back. So we still have the opportunity to get into the academy for just 2,999 Kenya shillings. Once we get 5 payments, the fee goes back to 4,999 Kenya shillings. Make a payment of 2,999 Kenya shillings into Dennis Kilonzo Kiyoki with the paybill number 516600. The account number 58978540001. Bank name Diamond Trust Bank. Once I get 5 payments, the fee goes back to 4,999 Kenya shillings. If you have made your payment, send your receipt to any of the admins in the group. If you have made your payment, send your receipt to any of the admins in the group. We have got 3 payments. We have just 2 slots left. Once these 2 slots are off the table, the fee goes back to 4,999 Kenya shillings. If you have questions, please ask. And remember, if you enroll tonight, apart from saving about 2,000 shillings, you would also be getting all my bonuses for free. The bonuses are worth 23,000 shillings. But you get them for free if you enroll tonight. You'd also get access to my complete refund assurance. If you enroll tonight, you do everything I ask you to do, you follow my lead in the academy, and you do not get results, I will refund your money. So you have absolutely nothing to lose. I need just 2 more slots so that the fee can go back to 4,999 Kenya shillings. The account name is Dennis Kilonzo Kiyoki. The paybill number is 516600. The account number is 58978540001. And the bank name is Diamond Trust Bank. If you have made your payment, send your receipts to any of the admins. Any of the admins. Once I get 2 more payments, the fee would increase to 4,999 Kenya shillings. In the academy, Aside from improving your speaking confidence, you also get to network with people from different parts of the world. We have people from Kenya, from Nigeria, from Ghana, from Canada, from the UK, from Estonia, from India, just name it. And all you need to join this community, all you need to transform your speaking from where you are now to what you want is 2,999 Kenya shillings. Make your payment into Dennis Kilonzo Kiyoki 516600. Your account number is 58978540001. And the bank name is Diamond Trust Bank. Once 5 people make payments, 2 rather, we have 3 payments already. Once 2 people make payment, the fee goes back to 4,900 Kenya shillings. Plus all my bonuses would be off the table. If you have questions, feel free to ask in the chat or in the comments. If I were you, I will take this opportunity right now because it might not come your way again. And the truth is, this is capable of changing your life forever, not just for now, but for the future. This is capable of helping you get that promotion you deserve, that opportunity you have always eyed. This is worth helping you get back your confidence so that you will leave the benchmark of those that are always scared of speaking, of those that are always hiding when it is time to speak, so that you can speak anywhere, anytime. So you can speak anywhere, anytime. So this is your moment. This is your time. Don't let it pass you by. Make your payment of 2,999 Kenya shilling to Dennis Kilonzo Kiyoki. Your payee number 516600. Your account number 58978540001. The bank name Diamond Trust Bank. Thank you, everyone. If you have enrolled, ensure you have sent your receipt to the admin so you can get access to the academy immediately and stop being that person who is scared or struggling or shy to speak. Have a wonderful evening.